the newest Adventure Time was Something Big, which was salvaged from the remnants of the TV movie that they wanted to do in season 5 that just never came together.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how like the scope of this episode has kind of a TV movie air to it.
Because the original plan was like season 5 was like twice as long as any other season.
Yeah.
And what we were told was that they were gonna continue with season 5 and then do a movie and then do season 6. That's what we were told. But then season 5 just like kept going forever, and then they just jumped into season 6 without the movie. So this is what we got. The entire episode was written by Jesse Moynihan. This is kind of his baby.
Yeah, it's the first time that he did an episode of the show without collaborating. And he wrote a whole post on his Tumblr about that the Adventure Time Tumblr reblogged. It's very interesting. He says, he liked doing it, but he's not sure he would do it again.
I'm sure it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
The whole
especially if you're
animation
not used to it.
process is collaboration, spitballing on a fucking
Marker board with like the Post-its and like ideas in the jars and what are the kids like? Memes? What? Go look up what a meme is. Get it on my desk by 3:30.
I'm leaving home early today. Yeah, so this episode features the return of Maja the Sky Witch, last seen in the episode Sky Witch, which was a very cute Marceline bubblegum heavy episode
It was really good.
Yeah.
with its Brokeback Mountain shirt snorting. Snort.
Yeah, in the end of that episode,
Bubblegum gives her t-shirt to the Sky Witch, giving her a great amount of power.
in exchange to return Hambo to Marceline. And now that Maja has this shirt, Maja's voiced by Jill Talley, who is... I'm trying to remember other roles she's done. I want to be able to identify her as her own person and not just as, she's Tom Kenny's wife.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's Tom Kenny's wife.
Awesome. Good for her.
And him?
And him?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about her. Like, Tom Kenny's always doing good. I don't need to fucking congratulate him.
Yeah. He had the best line in this episode.
Oh, it was so funny. God.
So basically, Maja uses her powers are emotion based.
They come from like great feelings of like caring and like sentimental value.
So she awakens this ancient titan to attack the Candy Kingdom.
Darren, the ancient sleeper.
To destroy the Candy Kingdom. And the episode is them trying to stop this dude.
And it has different beats, which you can sort of see is like left over from the movie. You have the Return of the Sky Witch. Root Beer Guy
Dies.
just fucking dies.
Dies, and they keep making jokes about it. It's like, hey, this guy's still dead. Like at the end, when everybody who was killed by Darren comes back to life,
they just like cut to Root Beer Guy's corpse.
It's just a puddle. And it's just like, really? Really?
Did they not like him or something?
I guess
it's just surprisingly mean.
Yeah, like, I understand if it was a movie and they're trying to, like, up the ante, but this is just an episode. Like, Root Beer Guy is, like, one of the better episodes
of season 5.
Season 5, and it's just like, oh, great. I'm sure Cherry Soda is, like, super happy about this.
Honestly, though, like, it's fucked up because, like, I want to be mad, but it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It was really funny. It was really dark humor. Like, I wonder if that's going to jack up some kids, though.
I honestly wonder, if that was their thing, because, like, I've done that sometimes. I've been like, I literally don't, like, that's the worst idea ever, but it's also the best idea ever. I can't not do it. Like, guys, we have to kill Root Beer Guy. This is too good.
Also, they brought back the ancient Psychic Tandem War elephant, which had a brief cameo in Furniture and Meat. It had its own B plot, which is another reason you could tell like this was definitely salvaged from a bigger narrative.
Yeah,
because they don't usually do that.
No, because like it was the episode kind of like after the day was saved, it kind of like turned into something else, and what it turned into was like what the answer to his life is. Like he went on like an existential journey.
He became Black War Greymon.
Yeah.
but less whiny and less Steve Bloom.
Yeah, and then he, like, talks to the sun, and at the end, he picks up Maja and communicates with her through her coma, because she got hit really hard in the head.
Donked into a tree.
Yeah, she got donked into a coma, and he's like, I'm not gonna wake you up because you're evil, but I'm gonna watch you. And so he flies off with her, so that might turn into something later.
Yeah, I mean, the show really likes foreshadowing things that they're not going to come back to until another season and a half.
Yeah, well, because what it is, it's like, I think a lot, they probably more leave stuff open, and because, like, they definitely did this early on, where they'd be like, we'll leave stuff open, and if we want to do stuff with it later, we can, but we don't have any solid plans for it, but, it's there if we need it.
Yeah, I think that's their process.
That was probably what they did the first time they brought up Masha.
Yeah, probably. But speaking again of the Skywitch episode, can I just fucking say that people who don't fucking ship Bubbleen, okay, so... You
know who doesn't ship Bubbleen?
Hitler.
Ryan North.
Oh yeah.
You want me to shoot some fires into the sky?
You can do that, but I just want to say...
Do we have time for it?
Hambo meant a whole lot to Marceline, obviously. It's like her childhood, bear, essentially. And yet, the fucking t-shirt she gave Bubblegum had more sentimental value. Like, a million times more.
That's amazing, because Marceline had that bear her whole life.
Exactly. Her whole life of 1,000 years.
Yeah, and, Simon gave it to her, and it was her comfort. And, after Simon left her, it was her only friend. And it has so much sentimental value, and, eventually she gives it up to summon the portal and for Betty and all that crazy stuff. But for Bubblegum, who's a character that we never see really get emotionally attached to anything, to have that much value in a t-shirt, for somebody her relationship is very complicated.
She fucking inhales every morning.
Yeah! There was that sequence, I was like, okay. I mean, fucking, what was missing, kind of ambiguous. You can interpret it how you want.
Yeah. But, a lot of people freaked out about what was missing, but I watched it and I was like, whatever.
I mean, that is my favorite episode. I love that episode a lot. Not just because of the Bubbleen thing, but also just,
it's a good episode.
It's a great episode.
It's the funniest Jake has ever been.
And the song with Finn singing about his friends, it's just a great episode. But, I can see how it's not obvious, it's very subtext.
If I might cut in a bit, that was one of the first episodes of the show I saw. And I didn't get that at all, because I didn't realize that this was only the second time these characters had interacted. If you hadn't seen a bunch of the show, you would assume that they were maybe referring to something specific.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It was seriously the third episode of the show I saw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get the big deal everybody was talking about.
But Skywitch, that is not subtext anymore. I don't know anybody who sniffs a shirt like that unless... the only reason to do that is if the smell reminds you of somebody you care about. That's the only reason to do that.
Yeah.
That's the only time you see people do that, or talk about I can still smell their smell on the pillow. It totally it takes it to the next level of okay. And she had the picture in her closet and stuff, and and the fact that she was willing to give it up for Marceline. So,
but Ryan North, do we have time for that?
Just real quick, Ryan North, he does what he wants. He doesn't care about what the show says. He's just I'm gonna do what I want.
He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about me. All he cares about is his fucking clip art dinosaurs and probably Hussy.
His other thing he's doing through Boom the Midas Flush is pretty good. He's got a space dinosaur in it. That isn't clip art. So, that's this episode of the Toon Goons.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we got for this time around.
Thanks to everybody again for listening. We got some of our first community involvement this week. We got an ask on Tumblr and an email, and we responded to both, and it was so fun.
I was so happy.
And speaking of that one email, the email asked, if we're going to do Wander Over Yonder. And we had already planned that to be our next episode. So next episode of the Toon Goons, episode 5, is going to be about Wander Over Yonder.
Yes!
Yay!
Love that McCracken.
Yep.
Release the McCracken.
Yes.
I get it. So yeah, we're running a bit long.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I gotta edit it.
I don't gotta edit this. I don't care.
All right, so this was the show that we did. We gotta figure out a way to.
I've been saying tuned out on like all the responses to people at the end of the emails, like a sign off.
Wow.
Oh, come on! I
Like-
want to
like-
be Stan Lee!
That is certainly something to aspire to be. Let me tell you something. Excelsior, true believers. I'm Tooch.
I'm Nina.
And I'm Nikki, and I mean, don't we all want to be Stanley?
That's a good note to end on.
All right, stop the show. Hit the stop button. Hey guys, Nikki here, taking care of some housekeeping we forgot to take care of during the show itself. Just a reminder, you can always contact us by email at thetoongoons@gmail.com or on Tumblr at thetoongoons.tumblr.com or on Twitter, we're at the Toon Goons. Same name everywhere, easy to find us. All right, thanks for listening. You guys have a great day.